Hello, you guys. This is Gian with Miami Corvette Parts. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about power steering high pressure hose on C5 and on C6. And give you a little bit of what's going on and what I get from customers every once in a while. Um, we're going to start with the C5. The C5 hose, I have all three here. It looks kind of like this hose right here, the high pressure for the power steering. Okay, the C6, they also, if you got a 05 to 07, they also come with one that look just like this one, but a little bit bigger, which I have here. C6 and C5, we're gonna be talking about both. Okay, and also if you got the newer models, they come with this hose. Also, if you order replacement for your Corvette, okay, and C6, and you don't get this hose right here, you get this. So the replacement now for this hose right here for the C6 is going to be this. So a lot of customers are ordering this and they're coming to me and saying, "Well, I order from three different places the hose for my C6 for the high pressure hose, and they keep sending me this. How come?" Okay, the reason why is because this is the new replacement for the C6. You have to put it in there and kind of sort of use some tie wraps and create some kind of bracket to hold this by the power steering rack, so you can use this hose instead of what comes original in the car. Okay, so this is the difference between the C6, the two different ones, and the C5. Now, what I want to talk about is a lot of people replace this hose because it gets full of oil right here, and you can actually see the oil dripping from here. Now, right above this sits the reservoir, okay, for the power steering, the reservoir. Now, this reservoir has a really thick and short hose that goes right here. I was looking to see if we had an old one so I can show you guys an old one, but I don't seem to find one in the shop now. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this hose, okay? This hose, with time and the location of where it is, it gets really, really hard and brittle, okay? And right where the clamps are, they crack and they start leaking oil. When they do that, and they don't do it like a lot of oil leaking, so you may go months without adding power steering fluid to your car, but you get enough drip from here that it's also gonna go all the way down and make this hose look bad because it gets full of oil right here. Now you can remove this shield that heat shield that they put on this hose here, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try to move it and remove it here. Let me see if I can move this one from here. Okay, it's kind of stuck there. It's kind of hard. Sometimes you can get them out easily or not, but they usually sit like this. Let me put it this way: they sit like this on your car. Okay, and right here it seems to crack and leak oil also. So if you're not getting oil from your reservoir tank dripping down into this hose, okay, then this hose is probably bad, okay, or both could be bad, okay. Now they seem to crack right where the curve is, but what I also notice is that they sweat the oil. So with time, age, and years, they don't necessarily crack, but they do start sweating the oil out. And what happens is, once again, you don't you may have to add a little bit of power steering oil that, by the way, should be changed every 2 years. Most people don't change the power steering oil. My suggestion is you do it at least every 2 years, 3 years. Change your power steering oil. It's a good idea. It will save the life of your power steering seals, and it will extend, the life of your power steering seals by a lot. So my suggestion is you do that, which hardly No one does, including myself sometimes. So what I suggest is that if your tank is not leaking and this may not be cut or broken or but you can actually see that it's sweating, and if you remove this shield, you'll see, if you clean it with and wipe it out and clean it really good and you start running your car, you're going to start seeing that this hose starts sweating, and obviously when that it does that, you start losing power steering oil very little. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but what happens is that you're gonna end up adding oil, oil every once in a while, fluid, power steering fluid to your reservoir, and also you're gonna get oil all the way on the bottom of your car. Now, this is why this is important. It's important because when that oil gets all the way down there and time goes by with the dust that is being collected and sticking to that oil in the bottom pan, it looks like you have main seal problems. It looks like you have oil pan gasket problems. And you may take it to a shop and the shop may tell you, hey, listen, you're getting a lot of oil here. We got to change all these seals. And obviously you're going to look at it and say, oh my God, yeah, it's leaking everywhere. So sometimes it's just this, even though you can tell the difference between one oil and the other, but when time passes by and that oil gets on the bottom of the car and it starts getting mixed with dirt and sand and all that, then you can't tell the difference. All it gets is a musky, oily feeling all the way on the bottom, in the bottom of your engine. So if you have any issues with this hose, just so you know, C5, C6 is practically the same thing, the same thing that goes wrong with them, the same way they go bad. So I already showed you on the C6 the different style, and if you order the new one, okay, it's not gonna look like the old one. Okay, this is the early version. This is the newer version, and if you order thinking that you're gonna get this, you most likely will get this one. Okay guys, here's the reservoir for the power steering pump, and this hose right here is the one that with heat and time it gets brittle and then it starts breaking up right where the clamps are on top and also on the pump itself, which is right there. You guys see it there? So when that starts leaking, gets down to the bottom, and also looks like your power steering rack is leaking or your high pressure hose is leaking. So this is another reason why you can get leakage oil or fluid all the way in the bottom. And then on the other video, I already guys show you how the let me see if I can show you guys here also. Okay, let me move. Okay, and right here, right there, where what I'm pointing, that's the high pressure hose. Now, as you can see, this is a C6. On the other video that I show you, it has the new style. This has the old style pressure hose. And that one is the one that also leaks and makes it creates a lot of oil in the bottom there. So I wanted to show you guys, this car just came in, so I just wanted to take the opportunity that is, and that it was missing all these parts in the front, radiator and everything. So here, I'm able to show you guys better how it actually looks with none of this stuff. So now if you get the new style high pressure hose, it's actually gonna bend and come all the way forward, and then it's gonna go back right into rack and pinion. So you're gonna get that line, that high pressure line, that is completely different than this one, but still it's gonna work. Okay, now on the C5, it's the same system. The hose is pretty much like that hose right there that I'm showing you guys, that one right there. Okay, and the reservoir tank is the same, so that doesn't change. If you order for C5, you're still gonna get the C5 style hose. Okay, so I hope this also helped you guys okay, when you get leak from your power steering fluid. This one. Okay, so hey, you guys, if you guys like the video, please click like, subscribe, okay, so you can get more of my videos. Okay, so until the next one, guys, bye.